Welcome to this chair yoga sequence. We'll be seated in our chair the entire practice. You don't have to have a specific chair to practice in. If you have a bench or a couch to sit on, you will be able to do this practice. If this is your first time practicing with me, welcome. I'm Mandy. I'm a yoga teacher and yoga therapist. I'll be guiding us through this practice, be about 15 or 20 minutes. So settle into your chair, wherever that is, and let's begin by rocking front to back. Just slowly across your sitting bones. And then find somewhere that feels in the middle. And then begin to rock from left to right. And see if you can notice the subtle transition across your sitting bones. And find the middle, split the difference, and settle in. Hopefully you have found your plumb line, your center line, and you're sitting comfortably. Let's place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And we'll begin by becoming aware of our breath. If you'd like to close your eyes, I invite you to do that. And there's no need to breathe in any particular way here. Just tune into your natural breath. Once more, notice your sitting bones making contact with your chair. Consider how your chair is an extension of you making contact with the earth. See if you can notice the rise and fall of your belly and your chest with your inhale and your exhale. Let's take 2 or 3 more breath cycles here. Perhaps getting a little more robust, a little deeper. You can release your hands down and we'll begin our movement practice. So we'll begin with arms across the chest. So you can reach one arm out to the side and draw it across your chest and use the opposite arm or hand to hold this in place. Let's keep the hip bones pointed forward and not lean to make this happen or twist, but really try to stay stable in your seat and breathe here. Let's do one more breath together. Great. Release that down. Reach the opposite arm out and across using the crease of your elbow or your hand. And again, sitting firmly in your seat. See if your body can relax with your exhale. Yoga is about creating stability and flexibility. You can release that down. And we'll take a forward fold. You may like blocks or a blanket or a pillow here for your forward fold. You could stack 2 blocks and bring your knees onto the block. Perhaps only 1 block is necessary today. Or if you'd like, you could bring your elbows right to your knees. Release your neck if that feels okay for you. In fact, you could shake your head no, nod it yes. And soften into stillness for a moment. On your next inhale, see if you can breathe into the back side of your body, like you're filling up a balloon with air in all directions. On your next inhale, walk yourself back up to a seat and we'll interlock fingers behind the small of your back and draw your knuckles down towards the seat of the chair, down towards the floor. Your chin can come down towards your chest if that feels good for you. And stay active by drawing your knuckles down, opening your chest. Let's take one more breath here. And release the interlocking of your fingers, and we'll bring our hands above the head. We want to be mindful that we're not pulling our head forward, but rather allowing the back of our head to rest into our hands. If you'd like to interlock, you can, or if you prefer just to rest your fingers at the back of your head. We'll take an inhale, get nice and tall here. And then as we exhale, drawing elbows together in front. Now, if they don't come all the way together, that's okay. Meet yourself where you are and let that be enough today. Let's not make it mean something about you or your flexibility, but rather just where you are today. So we're inhaling to expand the elbows open, exhaling to draw elbows together. Let's do 2 or 3 more. On the last one, see if you can go extra slow. See if you can go at like a 50% speed. And then release your arms down. Let's take a couple shoulder rolls up and back. Draw your shoulders up to your earlobes, back and down. Excellent. Interlock your fingers in front, and we're going to be doing some twisting. So you want to firmly be seated in your chair, just like we were in the first posture. Interlock your fingers together. Take an inhale here. Exhale, draw your fist to one side while your hip bones stay faced forward. Inhale to come back. Exhale, twist to the opposite direction. Keeping your feet planted. They're not coming with you. Let's go 2 more times to each side. You could rest your gaze on your thumbnails if that feels okay, or you could close your eyes as well. And once you return to center, let's draw our fists a little higher. Bring your knees together and angle slightly to one direction. For me, this is the left. It looks like the right for you because I'm not mirroring today. So from here, with your knees face left, we're going to inhale, exhale, twist to the right. We'll do this 3 times. Come back, inhale, exhale. Inhale to return, stay for the exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Excellent. You could bring your hands down. We're going to switch sides, but perhaps your shoulders would like a break. And let's angle our knees together to the opposite side. Interlock, or you could just clasp your hand together. It doesn't have to be interlocked. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist. Again, you might like to keep your gaze, yoga calls this your dristi, on just your thumbs or your thumbnail. This can help soothe the mind. And when our mind is calm while we do yoga, let's do 2 more. Our body actually can receive the yoga medicine, the benefits of yoga, a little better. Okay, let's come back around to center, finding your comfortable seat. And for this practice, we're going to do reach downs. So if you'd like to have blocks or something like a book to bring the floor up to you a little higher, you can certainly use that. If you don't have blocks today or a prop, you can just go to your capacity, whether that's to your knee or to your shin. That's going to be the motion today. We'll inhale at center, and as we exhale, we're going to reach down our leg. Come to your ankle, it may be your knee or your shin today. So let's begin. Inhale at center. Exhale, slide one hand down the opposite leg. Inhale to come back. Exhale, the other side. Good. Let's do this 3 or 4 times at your own pace. Try not to rush through this process. Maybe notice the feeling on your fingertips as you slide down your leg. What is it like to be the receiver of your own touch? Last one. Excellent. So now we're going to turn to the side. And if you're on a couch, you can just stay as you are and you'll still be able to do this posture. We're going to bring hands out in front. As we exhale, we'll open up to the side. We'll come back around just like that. So when you're ready, and if you're doing this from the seat here, okay, it's going to be similar, but you'll be turning to one side. The opposite side we'll do separately, and so you'll just try to remember which side you did first. You're turned in your seat, take an inhale and reach your arms out. Exhale, open. Inhale, return. When you're ready, exhale. Inhale, return. Let's do 1 or 2 more. Excellent. Draw your hands in, and then we're going to switch sides. So if you're able to switch the orientation of your body on your chair, go ahead and do that. Or you'll be opening to the opposite side. So when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, open. With this one, let's follow our thumbnail, whichever direction we're opening. So with the exhale, follow your thumbnail all the way open and all the way back. 2 more at your own pace. And release the practice. If you were facing a different direction, come back around to center and bring your elbows to your knees or block. Release your neck and release any control of your breathing. Let your body breathe you here. If you'd like to close your eyes or rest your gaze maybe 1 to 2 feet out in front of you. Soften the corners of your eyes. Allow your tongue to lay flat at the bottom of your mouth, letting your jaw hinge be soft. Check in with your shoulders and see if they're holding any tension. Are you able to let go of that just for now? We'll be here for about 5, maybe 7 more breath cycles. If your mind feels busy, like it's ready to jump to the next thing, see about asking it to just set that aside right now so you can be more present with this practice. Once more, considering how the chair has become an extension of you making contact with the earth. You may also have your feet making contact with the earth as well. Just sense into that stability. Perhaps considering the awe of gravity holding you here. I like to think that gravity is our reminder that we belong here, that we're wanted and needed here. When you're ready, you can begin to come up to your seat. Maybe just one final practice together. Let's squeeze shoulders up to earlobes and squeeze, tense. You can squeeze all your face muscles. Inhale. And as you exhale, release all that tension, melting down. And let's check in. How is your body feeling? How is your breath moving through your body now in this moment? And how does your mind feel? I hope it feels more at peace or at least a little more calm than when you arrived. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share some of my practice with you. If you liked this practice, you can hit the like or the bell if you'd like to be notified when more practices like this are available. I really appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time.